And I was in there, I was listening to the soundtrack, highly recommend that experience. And I was just in awe. And I was totally, it was a transcendent experience. And then I was like, I left Hagia Sophia and I went, oh, well, I guess the Blue Mosque is right there. I'll go check it out. And it's that element where you're not expecting it to be that good. And you go there,
It's
it
very
floors you.
it's very, very beautiful, and it would be tragic if it was destroyed. And that's the next question. All of the picks that you picked,
Oh no!
please explain
No.
to me why your pick would be the least tragic if it was destroyed.
Who came up with
Least
these
tragic?
questions?
I wonder who came up with the questions, Georgi.
Oh, so just to emphasize, you're saying that our picks get nuked, and we need to argue
Okay,
why
well,
that
that's
would not be the
extreme.
biggest tragedy.
It Mongolians show up and they
Okay.
wreck it down. We'll say
Yeah.
something less intense.
If the citizens of Istanbul didn't surrender, because if they did, they wouldn't have
Okay.
to.
Do you want to go in the same order?
Let's reverse the order.
Reverse it. Okay.
Yeah.
Georgi.
Okay. So, and I swear I didn't rig this. I didn't prepare with this choice. So if there was a terrible crime against humanity type bombing which levels the Blue Mosque, I think that the Blue Mosque today has such a big impact on that community that they would probably build it up in the span a couple of years. But even if they don't, right? Even if they don't, it's just a copy of Hagia Sophia.
How dare you!
We can just remake it. Or there's a couple of others ones like it. The color scheme, it's a heritage, but like I'm sorry, Ege, Sinan, right? The architect who designed it. He didn't design it.
No,
Shit.
he didn't. His apprentice did.
Okay, fine. The style of that mosque is similar. You can go to Edrin and see the mosque there, which is kind of similar, grand, big. There will be a much bigger loss if Hagia Sophia was destroyed, if that palace is destroyed, because the remnant of the old man of Europe and their opulence will be now gone. And if you destroy Hagia Sophia, well, damn, this will be. I think that's in the top 10 most important landmarks in our world that still stands today. I think it rates higher than the Colosseum. If the Colosseum gets nuked, it wouldn't be that much of a tragedy. Hagia Sophia needs to survive for 500 more years, man, because it's made it this far. It needs to hit the second millennium. If that place gets destroyed, like I remember how personally affected I was when Notre Dame burned down.
Done.
Oh,
And that was really tragic. Yeah.
very.
So reverse
Are they,
order.
are they thinking about putting in a glass roof on the Notre Dame?
I think they are.
Have you seen the plans for that? I was like, what?
Yeah.
They want to put in a sunroof. I was like, I don't know.
Well,
Which is weird for France. They really like what you call it, to look like it did.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They like to keep it as.
They have a big thing for that.
Well, Min, I guess you can now crush what you picked.
Okay, so traffic has always been a problem in Istanbul, and if the Hagia Sophia got leveled, well, just think about the parking lot that you could put in its place, huh? All those people that want to see that Blue Mosque, right there. It's just walking distance. They could even charge. You could build one of those gaudy multi-level parking garages. Think about it. I can't do this. This is impossible. Okay?
I mute myself and laugh at someone.
A parking lot. No. I think they should do a mall.
God, yeah. Let's put in a gaudy Walmart, and you lost your spiritual center. You've lost the most impressive building in all of Istanbul. But hey, think about the deals that you can save on. Huh?
Real estate.
You can buy socks.
They can probably have Hagia Sophia images on the socks and Hagia Sophia souvenirs.
Wow, I think we're onto a winner. This is the best that can possibly come out of that. You can buy yourself socks with the Hagia Sophia written
This
on
hurts.
it, and then go visit
This
the Blue
hurts.
Mosque right next door.
Oh man.
I don't. I don't know.
Yeah, Sophia is gone, but the gift shop is still there.
That's right. That's right. Destruction of Hagia Sophia would be a loss not just to Istanbul. It'd be a loss to humanity. It'd be a loss to the world. I can't defend, can't defend that
Again,
point.
again, please destroy what you built up.
$1.9 billion gone in a moment's flash.
Wait, that's Hagia Sophia's revenue?
No, that's how much Dolmabahce cost to build back in the day.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's the moolah right there. I think that's like 5.5 million Ottoman gold lira.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll definitely use that in the counter. Go on.
Wait, so am I basically saying what I would build?
What you
No,
would
no, no,
do.
no, 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 no. You're
Instead of
saying
it?
you're saying that if your palace was destroyed for whatever reason, it wouldn't be that
Alright.
much of a loss compared to the other two.
Belittle it. Say it
Oh,
was
alright.
insignificant.
I
You have to
mean,
find another place to find coffee.
In
I
Istanbul.
mean,
Gonna be hard in Istanbul.
all right. Well, in a tragic event, if Dolmabahce Palace was demolished, there is another palace 15 minutes away on foot that you could go to called the Turan Palace. It might be a tad bit smaller, but it is still grand. It hosted a Ottoman Sultan during the 1860s. It is still magnificent right there. So even if the Dolmabahce Palace was destroyed, it wouldn't be that much of a big loss. You have another really grandiose palace nearby to take its spot.
Fair enough. Travel Istanbul is not going to be happy with any of us. So,
Okay.
if you want to destroy the destruction of their
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the Dolmabahce Palace. You're talking about a loss of what, like 5 million Turkish golden lira? You know this is the biggest loss. If hypothetically, if which of these would be the hardest and most expensive to rebuild the way it was? The palace, easy hands down because of all the materials that you have, which probably can't even get built. At least the Blue Mosque in Hagia Sophia, it's mostly structural stuff. There's not a lot of things in there that can be that's going to be difficult to replicate, right? It's mostly structure. As for the Hagia Sophia itself, I mean, no parking lots, really, no way. That's
It would solve a lot of parking problems, and it could sell a lot of versatile solutions to modern living. Huh? If we turned it into a mall,
Hagia
think
Sophia.
about it.
I'll say this. Let me think. Is there a structure in the world that would suck more for it being destroyed? What do I put second or first above it? Something in Rome. I'm going to Rome this year, and there's probably something even better than Rome. But to me, Hagia Sophia is like, it's more than a building. It's it speaks about the nature of the human soul, your desire to go beyond what's possible, to reach towards the heavens. And even if it fails and the roof falls from an earthquake, you go up back up there and you rebuild that bitch and you just go, no, I'll do this.
All right.
Yeah.
So Nin next. I guess
All right.
we're gonna destroy the rest of them.
So I would say that the Blue Mosque and the Dolmabahce Palace are places that are an answer to the rest of Europe. You have a civilization that is well positioned, but it wants to emphasize that it can compete with anybody else. And especially in times with the Dolmabahce Palace, where you have European powers that are doing basically whatever they want to do with the rest of the earth. This is a statement that's saying that, we are just as good as anybody else. And the same thing applies with the Blue Mosque. You have something where you take an entire civilization's focus and you build a building out of it. How many times in history do we have that come where you can walk away from something and be like, this was the pinnacle of our achievement at that time. So Hagia Sophia, still pretty impressive, but I would say that it would be a terrible loss if both of the other buildings were taken out.
Done. Well done. Finishing off with Ege, Olivia.
All right. So how can I go about this way? The Dolmabahce Palace has over 200 frescoes on its ceilings. I'm pretty sure, and they are all unique. They're all remarkable. If they were to be destroyed, it would be almost impossible to just recreate. Unlike in the Hagia Sophia, where there's just under a dozen mosaics, recreating the Dolmabahce frescoes would be so much harder and would be such a detriment to just restore as a whole. With the Blue Mosque, yeah, there are so many really great architecture within the building, especially on the dome. But once again, you could easily recreate that. And in a tragic event, if both of those two buildings would be destroyed, you could easily remake those two buildings. Unlike Dolmabahce Palace, it cost, as I said before, $1.9 billion. And yeah.
Done. All right.
Nice. That was a weird one.
Yeah.
Hey, it was tricky. You had to be kind of like rug salesman there.